Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. Karthikeyan Venkata Krishna writes, Namaskaram at the holy feet of Sri Guruji. I offer my humble pranams and heartfelt gratitude for graciously accepting me into this satsang. The divine darshan through your discourses has been a source of deep peace and rejuvenation for me and my family. We feel truly blessed to listen to your words and guidance. Okay, thank you Mr. Karthikeyan Venkatakrishnan for the compliment. Let me go to what he is going to ask us and further reading. With utmost humility, I seek your clarification on a few doubts in relation to your explanation on marriage and progeny. If within a family, a member chooses the sacred path of sanyasa, whether before or after entering grihastha and chooses not to have a progeny, how is this to be understood in relation to the duties towards the Pitrus, Guruji? In such a situation, would the Pitrus feel deprived or unsatisfied? How are the ancestors taken care of it? Especially with respect to continuation of tarpana and shraddha karmas. Further, when such a sannyasin completes their earthly journey, does their path differ from traditional one leading to Pitraloka? Are they guided towards a different spiritual destination in accordance with the Shastra? Of course, he has asked me one more question also. Let us first analyze and try to reply this question what has been posed to us by Shriman Karthikeyan Venkatakrishnan. This is a very thought-provoking question. Many of us can go through it. Let us try to go a little bit deep into it. Now we are going to analyze something. Yes, first we have to know what is sanyasa. Yes, you have the brahmacharya, then grihastha, vanaprastha and the sannyasa. 4 varnashrama dharmas have been categorically said this is the order. That is the general order. Of course, there may be some specific cases like Adi Shankara where they did not follow this order. Of course, everybody cannot become Shankara or everybody cannot become those Shankaracharyas of the lineage. We have no right to speak about them first. Okay. Now I am now speaking about common general people like you and me. Let us not go into other things. Just you and me. A sannyasi is considered, let us also presume he can directly go from being a brahmachari to directly a sannyasi. We are not going into all those things. Okay. Now the sannyasi has become a sannyasi. What he was before taking to sannyasa, what he was or how he was, whether he was moralistic or whether he was a pakka rogue or whether he was a robber, whether he was a person who was doing many bad things, whatever it is. Once he becomes a sannyasi, all those things are not to be considered at all to evaluate the life of a sannyasi. Because sannyasi means he comes out of all attachment, crimes committed on account of one's attachment with various things. Maybe money, maybe material, maybe women, maybe gold, maybe property, whatever it is. These things we accumulate during our normal life on account of our own deep attachment towards these things. You long for something, you get attached to it, whether there is a need for it or not, since you have got attached to it, you go in for it. Like that, those were all the needs and greeds of those days which we have accumulated on account of the deep sense of attachment we had towards such things. Sometimes people go on purchasing things. Of course, when the money is paid by somebody, they are not bothered about it. Because every money, if you go and earn, then you will know the worth of it. If you are spending carelessly, I think somebody is supplying it. That's what it means. Jobless people do it many times, not all jobless people. Please remember. There are some specific things where for their own psychological reasons, their own perceptions of life, fantasy, they go on purchasing. Okay, all these things happen because of the ultimate attachment towards materialistic object in life. Sannyas is beyond materialism. They have thrown all those things, whatever attachment they had towards it, they throw it totally. We do not need any of these things. We would like to spend our time in total detachment of things. We will not go towards the objects of creation. We will go directly towards Creator. We do not any longer need the objects or the comforts of creation. We would like to pursue our own path, our own destiny towards the Creator, the Bhagavan Himself. To that extent, they dump all that and then they become a sannyasi, a very sant person, a person full of sant, sadhu. Almost he is very innocent, at the same time he is full of wisdom. He can wonder like a child and he can give thoughts like the rishis. So he has got so much of potential. Between two extremes, one extreme of wonder and another extreme of wisdom, they can keep oscillating umpteen number of times. Because their thoughts and views are very pure. Their thoughts and views are very pure, and it is always loka kalyanam for them and nothing else is there for them. They do service in their own way. They may be mathadipatis, they may be in the form of pitadipatis. They run the matam and pitam with a purpose. The purpose is to bring together all the people together. Oneness. To create that sort of oneness, to create that sort of fraternity, to create that sort of bondage among the people. And to bring that oneness And in the one has to offer prayers, recite Vedas, perform yajnas and homams. They do all these things, bringing a very big school of thought, under which there are thousands of disciples. Sanyasis totally live inside the forest most of the time. They are called total karma brashtas. They don't undertake any karma, they are just meditating and they are one with the Brahman totally. That is one category. Another category, they are very much in this part of the world, not the forest. They live a normal life. They run organizations. They head the organizations. They collect money on behalf of the organization. Of course, they don't collect. There are their sishyas and others who propagate their philosophy. So they build temples, they build charitable places where lot of Narayana Seva will be there. Some of the sannyasis have built hospitals, they run schools, colleges. Of course, they don't have any karma because there is no family. There is no self-interest involved. It is selfless. People go to them and give them a lot of money because they know very well that money will be used for a good purpose. So sometimes sannyasis head these institutions, all these things. So the first question is, who is a sannyasi? One person who has totally dropped all his attachments towards his not just family, any object of creation is a sannyasi. Other than objects of Bhagavan. Because they do aradhana to Archavatara Murtis. We have seen what Vaishnavite sannyasis do it, even Saivites, they do. The Brahmodishara Puja and all, they keep a beautiful lingam. Ratnagarbha Chandra Paudishara. So the question here is, what is the intention? The person taking sannyas, of course, he may be wearing a normal robe, a saffron robe. Can we call him a sannyasi? Now this question comes. I have already told you what is sannyas. Now, such people come with robes. We do not know whether they are sannyasis or not. For them, there is another explanation. Sant plus nyas. From a distance, we are looking at him. He looks as though he is a person who is very soft, very sadhu. A person who is absolutely good. Looks like that. And the person is wearing the saffron dress. Nyas means action. Such people, when we look at, maybe he is posing as though he is a sannyasi. He may not be. But still, he is wearing a saffron dress. When he comes opposite, do a namaskar to him. So, the sannyasi means it's not a small subject, it's a very big subject. I don't know, Karthikeyan, Venkatakrishnan, whom you are meaning and asking, I do not know. But this is more a very intrinsic subject where the question what you have asked is a very deep-rooted question and can be analyzed throughout life. We hear some elder has become sannyas long back, 5-6 generations back, left the family and went. That is a general padam we use. People who leave the family and go, everybody cannot be called a sannyas. First we have to know this. Though it may be presumed that they have become sannyas, that is another thing. Unless we really know that they have thrown everything and gone. Just because they have left the family doesn't mean that they have cut the attachment. The concept of attachment is a very broad, it's not just a very small one, it's a very broad issue. So, attachment into everything should be cut. Everything should be cut. So, the person who left, maybe at home there was a problem. I know one gentleman who was there in South. He had 4 daughters. I used to visit him now and then sometime because I know him. He's a nice man altogether. He's a very good man. I used to visit one and off, etc. Then one day when I had gone during my trip, his wife told that he has left the house and gone. We don't know where he has gone. In case you see him somewhere, please inform us. Okay. I know him. So every month, what to do? No, I used to provide some provision, this, that, some school fees, college fees. All that money, what you give? Okay. I give it. Because it's a genuine purpose. It can be given. Then after a very long period of time, after more than 2 decades, once during my trip to Haridwar, I saw him taking bath in Ganga along with a lot of disciples. Normally, the origin of a river and the origin of a sannyasi should never be revealed. Though I knew it, I wanted to avoid it just like that. But still, some curiosity for me, I went where he was, so I saw the ashram. Inside some puja was going on, they asked me to come in, I went there. Puja was very good. Once puja was over, some prasadam they were giving, I went and I was taking the prasadam. 2 of Swamiji's disciples came and took me inside. They said, Swamiji is calling, it is not good, not going. So I went there. There were already 2 disciples inside the room. He asked them to go out and he closed the door. Now this has become a big problem for me. I never expected. Then he asked, are you able to recognize me? I said, I don't know. Initially, then he said, don't pretend, I know really you have a good memory. And I knew very well after 2-3 cross-examinations I couldn't escape. I told him, yes, I know. But don't go and tell at home that. And I said, don't worry. I won't reveal. Till date I have not revealed it. Okay. See, these things create a lot of questions as to why he must be scared of his family. After all, he left them and came. He is now in a different ashram. He is in different mode. He is now doing a much better service to the humanity. That being the case, why he must be scared? Then the question comes, at the first instance when sannyas was taken, was it sincere or not? So many people say in so many families, they have gone. So the first point is whether the person has really left as a sannyasi or really has left on account of some problem at home. Sometimes people fight and go. We can't trace them at all. Their ego is to that extent that they are not prepared to accept. They are not prepared to compromise. leaving the house after fighting on some issue is not going to take you to sannyas. Understood? The total happiness you have to live. When you leave the house, you have to tell your people, hey, I'm going as a sannyasi. I'm so happy that you have given me life. Now one more question comes. Suppose he was a grahastha, without completing duties, can he go over? Will any shastra, any religion accept it? I don't think so. So becoming a sannyasi means, yes, there is a duty. Once you are born, there is a duty. As long as we don't want to compare with people like Adi Shankara or some very great religious saints who have taken sannyas, even during the period, and now Shankaracharya, so many, their 5-8 principles are like that. There are so many. Otherwise, who have not come in this line, there are a lot of sannyasis. There is no, but we don't know. One question remains unanswered. You are born in a family. Please remember this. Not that you don't have a father or a mother or a grandfather, grandmother. Not that there are siblings in the family. So by default, normal life, you are supposed to be a grahastha. Supposed to be a grahastha after brahmacharya. So brahmacharya, grahastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa is the normal order. I am telling you the basic rule. There may be some exceptions, as I told you already. I am not here to tell. In fact, most of the rishis and most of the munis were grahasthas, including rishis like Vaisampayana or Yajnavalkya or Vasishtha or Vishwamitra. They were all. Somewhere one Sukar will be there who will be a sannyasi. So rishis means don't presume they are sannyasis, they are not sannyasis. Normal grahastha who lived a normal life and they contributed in their own way to the goodness. They all had pitrus. They had children. They were performing homams, tarpanams. So the question here is whether the person going out of the house is going with that contentment and fullness of mind. Out. Suppose he is not going, he is fighting and then going. After going, has he considerably realized the worth of life and then decided the base decision of becoming a sannyasi? After the knowledge has realized where he has seen or where he has experienced and where he acknowledges the mistakes of the past. Please remember. And then he thinks, my walking out of the house was more on account of my own problems with them. Such a detachment I do not want. Now that I have realized the problems were only due to me. Nobody is at fault. I would like to go back and tell them, none in the family is at fault. Now my heart is full. Now I am ready for the journey of sannyas. Not having a progeny is not your decision. Sometimes people get married, but they don't have progeny. Where you don't have progeny, there is a way out. You can adopt a child. Isn't it? Today, in fact, the governments have streamlined everything. It will take about a year and your cause must be a genuine. Then definitely they give a child. where you cannot beget your own biological child. The child comes into the family and there is a way of adopting the child to make him or her into our Gotram. Like that, when you leave the family, there is a procedure. Like the way you come into the family, there is a procedure. Likewise, when you are leaving the family alive, not going as per the normal procedure, there is a procedure. Whether that procedure is being followed, at least after realization that one committed a mistake initially and walking out of the house and throwing the blame on them, cannot be the basis or reason for a sannyas. Though for a sannyasi we don't question it, please remember. But I am just telling you, this is more for your analysis. This is more for you to think a little bit more. In case there may be somebody who may be taking a decision to take sannyas. Such a person can keep this in mind. Whether the sannyas is on account of total satisfaction of things. I have lived my life to the full extent. I have done my duties and responsibilities. When the father and mother are there, they begot you. Once again, Venkat or Venkatakrishna, Kartikeya, it's not against you. Okay. It's just to make conversation easier, I use this. Your father begot you and you are a son. Like that. About whomever you are talking about in that. There must be a live case. Otherwise it cannot be so perfect. Somewhere. In the normal circumstances, as a father of the family, he brought you. He has completed his duty. His one more duty is to get the person married, then beget a child, then carry on all these things. This is normal procedure. Please remember. If somebody has violated this and they have become they are eligible for that violation, I do not know. And I am not talking about the Shankaracharyas. I am talking about a normal person like you and me, not anything more. Please remember. Think about it. So, where normally you are supposed to beget a child. Suppose you get a fear. I know some people. One girl told me, Guruji, I can't take care of if a child is born to me, I can't take care. Yes, I can understand she is not well, she has problems. Everything is there. Everybody has problems. Even her father, mother would have had such problems. Today, we have diluted ourselves with all nonsense and we have become so mentally weak. Death is only once. If you don't fear death, you will be very gracious and you will be doing not only good things to yourself, you will be helping the society at large. And that is the purpose of existence. The very purpose of life is to do service to others in whatever way possible. First, one has to serve the family, Kada. You have to serve your own family. So that way, Vaishnavites are very good. Most Vaishnavites, they will get married and then after completing the duties only will be given sannyas. They follow that very strictly. Probably Vanaprastham I do not know, but from Grahastham to sannyasa, they complete after all their duties are over. So the Pitru duties are getting over. Otherwise, it's not correct. To take independent decision as a male or a female being in the family, I don't think there is nothing independent decision. You may live an independent life, but when you are a part of a family, without consulting the family, an independent decision in regarding to sannyas or not having progeny cannot be taken. This is my opinion because I have studied a little bit of Dharma Shastra. Not entirely. Something I know. But I know Prayoga Shastra very well, where they very clearly they say, your first duty is towards your parents. When you were born, the right day you were born, you needed your mother for food. You learned suckling the breast. That's the beauty.
Hari Om, Namaskar.
I'm sorry. Suddenly that started playing. So, that's how you got the food. Then you knew she is your mother. You don't go and ask your mother, come on, prove you are my mother. Nobody asks. Then mother points to father. You understand he is your father. That's why father is secondary, mother is primary. So such a mother, such a father, they took all risk. Please remember, it's not that they did not take risk. They would have also taken risk. They would have taken risk and they would have tried their level best. That is why today you and me, we exist. For taking so much of effort and giving you life, bringing you back from Pitruloka, giving you a relief from Pitruloka. Such a wonderful duty when our parents do. Is it not our duty to reciprocate back to the forefathers? So, without completing one's duty, walking out of the home and becoming a sannyasi, for a normal person, I don't think is going to be sane. There is something during Mahalaya Paksham called a sanyasta Mahalayam, that is done on Dwadasi day. If somebody has become a sannyasi in your family, please perform tarpanam or homam on that day, or do a shradham on that day. Let it appease the Pitrus for what he could not do. Show your reverence towards the man who brought you into existence. Afterwards he has become a sannyasi, but he did bring you into existence. We show the gratitude through Sanyasta Malayam. In another way, my Guru used to say, Maharishi Rajar used to say, there is always a possibility that we think that a person is a sannyasi. But a sannyasi may also choose to come back, or he may not be a sannyasi, and with much difficulty, because of some gurus and saints, he might have reached back with Loka. People might be presuming that he is already gone somewhere. So he has to get back what he has to and his level of Pitrus. See the explanation. This is a very big subject. Very, very big subject. Okay, let me see then what else. The next point. The problem is this. You see, it says no internet connection. Let me now find out. There's one more question. One minute. Sorry, delaying you. Very sorry. Because this is the problem. Yeah. I come to this. And now the next question. Because he has given two questions underneath that. Yes, a lot of those. Sorry, no, just bear with me. Because if I complete that, that will be over. Otherwise, tomorrow I have to continue Upari. Okay. Yes, I think we are nearing it. That's what I feel. Man, where have you gone, man? I'm not that tech savvy, and although I have all the things, you people have corrupted me with some gadgets. Okay, fine. Here it is. So the next point. Are they guided towards a different spiritual destination? Hey, please remember one thing. Suppose he was a real sannyasi and he was devoid of any attachment and he had thrown everything. What do? Om Bho, Om Bhuvaha, Om Suvaha, Om Maha, Om Janaha, Om Tapaha, Om Satyam. Don't you say that? Om Bho, Bholafam. Om Bhuvaha, Pitrulokam. Om Suvaha, Swargalokam. Maha, Jana, Tapa, Satyam. Another 4 lokas are there. All these lokas are with very good spirits, rishis. You don't know where he will go. Okay. Additionally, you can kindly explained at times that the Pitrus associated through parents and children may act differently, and that in cases of Pitru dosha there could be differences leading to fiction. Is there a prescribed way to harmonize or resolve such differences among Pitrus? I also humbly recall your mention that in certain situations the Gotra Pitrus or Jiva Pitrus may intervene. If my understanding is correct, would you please guide us on when and how such intervention happens? Kindly forgive me if there are any errors or impropriety in my understanding or the way I have presented these questions. I seek your blessings and guidance. Venkata Krishna. Don't worry. There is no impropriety. Even if it is there, I am not bothered. You need not tell sorry and all to me. Okay, fine? Just leave it. No problem. It's absolutely fine. I like the way you are presented. Thank you. See, here you are additionally asking that through parents and children may act differently. Yes, what is it happening? The person who is born to you is definitely from your own forefathers. There is not going to be something else. So, you have a difference with him means what? Probably this war has been there always. Once you won, once the other person won, the other time he lost, you lost. Once you won, then he also won. Like that. It is always a war that continues forever. Unless one of the parties is going to compromise, or unless both the parties are going to look at the reality of things and accept things as they are, or come forward to do a little bit of sacrifice. After all, it is a family. If you are not going to sacrifice for the family, to whom else are you going to sacrifice? And will that sacrifice be genuine? I have seen some people sacrificing not for the family, for somebody else. They thought that is the password to passport, Vaikuntha, Kailasam. ऐसा कभी नहीं होता साहब. You can't dupe nature. You can't. We believe in the aspect of karma. We are more karma yogis. We like to live as prayogis. We are more karma yogis. We would like to live forever. Help the entire Jagat in whatever way possible. It's risky, it's not this, that, hand is aching here. Death is only once, please remember this. And every father should remember the child is one of his forefathers. A day will come when you remember like that. A day will come, your son will remember you more as a forefather than as a father. Provided we have got used to that kind of a relationship between us and the next generation. Are we able to understand them the way they are thinking? For that, first, you must have 100% information as to what is going on with Gen Z, whatever you call it. Can you update your files and records by knowing what is going on day to day, to have a knowledge of? Then only you can see world through his eyes or her eyes. If you want to see the world through the youngster's eyes today, you have to get to know what is going on and have sufficient knowledge. Should have analyzed with the knowledge what you had, and you must be prepared to talk any subject with your child. Can you talk any subject with your son? Can you talk any subject with your daughter? Can you talk any subject with your grandson, granddaughter? You cannot talk. As a prayogi, as a guru, I can talk. Because you may say, you may bring your child and say, Guruji is a big prayogi. To your child, I am just his friend. That's all. Whatever is his thought, whatever is his views, the way he wants to be, let him be. He is my son. That's the kind of feeling I have. Can you import that kind of a feeling inside you? You see what madness is going on in the name of... See, any competitive exam, some people will succeed, some will not succeed. Once or twice, some will succeed. Some may not succeed at all. But that doesn't mean that the person who doesn't succeed at all doesn't have a life. That is not end of life. As parents, are we matured enough to educate our children like that? We say, I am encouraging my son, you can do, you can do, you can do. He cannot do. You are increasing his stress. That is not optimism. Optimism doesn't mean that you can do, you can do, you can do. Optimism also means that you cannot do. Try to understand. Don't put so much. Now kids are hanging by neck. One life, whatever it is, whoever it is. One life gone, one youngster's life gone. I feel when I read that, I feel the heart. I do have a heart. If we build that kind of a relationship with our younger generation, then probably some connect will come. Today, totally disconnect with them. We are blaming them. First place, we have to be blamed. We have to be blamed. Nowadays, birthday, kids are born 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Madness has gone to that extent. When I asked somebody, why all this unnecessarily, why are you exposing the child? There will be a lot of drishti for her. She looks so beautiful. Everybody doesn't look at your child in the very same way with much difficulty. We prayed to Bhagavan for almost 10 years. After that, he blessed you with a child. Why are you doing this? No, Guruji. My brother's kid also did it. See the madness. Brother committed a madness and you want to answer. When you start thinking that the kid is none other than my forefather, the way you look at the child will be totally different. It's my child. I can do anything I want. Is it not the duty of my son to fulfill my dreams? No. That's absolutely no. Of course, absolutely. So, yes, that becomes Pitrushabam. That is why don't say anything negative against your child. Your child might not have passed in the exam. You please tell him, don't worry. Okay, I will keep a tuition teacher. 2-3 months have the tuition. Next month you write. It will be all right. Give him that kind of an encouragement. You provide necessary things for him so that he can clear them. Hurdle is probably he needs personal attention of the teacher, which he may not be getting at school. Try to understand the child. Don't keep flogging the child. Try to spot what can be the talent. Let the madness not be just engineering or doctor. Total madness. This Bharat Desham has got very good courses. You need not run all the way everywhere. People went sometime a few years back to Ukraine and all, you see, they're gone. Some of the countries, nowadays every country will naturally advertise, we have what. Even in Bharat Desham, we will also advertise like that. Every country will. But is it necessary that you should go to some country which is not even there in the map, world map itself? Such a country you will go sit and do MBBS. Who is going to recognize you here? Even the certificate may not be valid. Even to write that examination of Indian Medical Association after coming here, to register yourself as a doctor, that should be genuine and equivalent. Otherwise they won't. In India there is enough thing. You can't become a doctor because somebody is paying money. If you have worth, you should study, you should write exam, you should pass on merit and prove the merit. Expecting somebody else to fund itself is a total defect. Efficiency. Such a thinking is bad. Of course, people may be prepared to spend for some time, not always. And even somebody spends, you will not have satisfaction unless you earn your own money and spend it. Lots of things are there. It's already 48 minutes. Okay. All the best. God bless you. Bye. See you some other time.